now we're all set. Took a couple minutes to get in, solve some issues with my storage space. So I think we're in now. Welcome, welcome, welcome. For those joining our auction tonight, it is 8 p.m. here in Northwest Vermont, Eastern Daylight Time. We have switched over to Daylight Time. And yeah, we had the eclipse yesterday, and we had the full totality here. So I set up my back deck. We both did, and watched it there with our special glasses, eclipse glasses, and managed to snap off a photo, I think, of our backyard when it was complete. And it's really interesting because the whole backyard was just dark and pretty much, but off in the distance you could see the sun. And it was like the sun was setting. It was really interesting. My picture didn't come out as well as I'd hoped, but it was just from my camera on my phone. So, but if I zoom in on the picture, I can still see Saturn. For those that weren't aware, it was one of the things you could see the planet Saturn when it was at totality. And if you look at some of the photos that other people have taken, you can see it there. About to the bottom and right of the sun, you can see the planet there. So that was pretty cool. And yeah, the usual stuff happened. I actually experienced this when I was I can't remember how old I was, but it was in the, I want to say late 50s, early 60s, when I lived in Maine. And we back then didn't have eclipse glasses, so we had to use the shoebox method with what they call a pinhole shoebox, and that worked. Yeah, that's what we did. So I was able to see the eclipse by looking in the shoebox without looking at the sun. And it worked well enough so I could see it and it's experienced. So I don't remember all of it. I was pretty little when that happened. I mean, little. I was in school, but I don't remember how much it was. It was a full eclipse or not. I believe it was. So anyway, so it was a great experience. Yes, thanks, Randy. Yeah, some people did the pinhole thing. We had several. We had a few. My wife had went and bought several pairs of the eclipse glasses. She got a really good deal somewhere on one of the websites, and so we had enough for the family if they needed it. But it turns out the schools were handing them out for free, and then if you went to your local town hall or library, they were handing them out for free also. And in fact, I went to the town hall today. I had some business to deal with there, and they are recycling them. So they asked to bring them in because what they do is I think it's the Astrological Free Society or something like that will take and bring and ship them to locations in the world where they can use them, because eclipse happens in other places in the world, not just here. So that was pretty fun. But yeah, I got pretty quiet, and except for it was really interesting. We have about 3 or 4 ravens that hang around our house. We feed the birds and everything, and when the sun started coming back, man, did they raise up a fuss. It was really because everything got really quiet as expected. And when the sun started coming back, they started raising up a big fuss, and which I hear this same kind of fuss they make in the morning when I hear them. So it was pretty cool. So anyway, so yeah, a lot of people here. We have Vermont here that had a ton of traffic. I didn't even go anywhere because I just watched on the news and the videos and stuff, and you could see the interstate was backed up with cars coming from Massachusetts and New York and other places south of us that didn't have the full eclipse. So, yeah, we saw a lot of. In fact, I even saw some plates from places I didn't want and didn't know that we can drive that far. Yeah, the birds stopped chirping here too. Yeah, it was really pretty neat. I did read up on it, so I knew what to expect. It wasn't like it was a total surprise. And then it dropped. The temperature dropped. Oh my gosh, it must have dropped 15 degrees. So hey, Marlene. So yeah, it must have dropped at least 15 degrees. It got pretty chilly. I'm glad I had brought a jacket with me because it was in the 54, 55, 58 in that range, I think, when yesterday. So gotten to almost 70 today here. So anyway, so that's kind of what happened. My wife said that in the airport, our local Burlington airport, there were 130 private planes that had flown in to observe the thing. And I guess they had some events going on at the airport as well. So I've heard that from some friends. So a lot of places had all kinds going on. But Man, yeah, really, you really realize how much of the sun when it gets blocked. It really gets cold fast. Um, so, and we're kind of, you know, we are. I think Vermont's considered the third cloudiest state in the nation. I think Oregon's considered the first, the most cloudy state in the nation. I forget who's number two, but yeah. So we tend to get a lot of cloud cover here, which is okay in the summertime when it's hot. It gives you a little break from the sun. But in the wintertime, it's that's when you wish the sun would come out. But anyway, alrighty, enough chit chat, I guess. Okay, so for anybody who's new to me, and I don't know if there's anybody new in here, but if you're new, please email me your name, your real name, your YouTube name, your shipping information, your PayPal information. If you're watching this later, same goes for everybody. So if you're new, and appreciate that. And we use PayPal for invoicing. Although I do have Cash App and I do have Venmo. So if there's some other reason, and I have run into that with one person where Cash App was the preferred method, and that's okay. We can work that out. Let me see what I'll say. Oh, and I use Pirate Ship for shipping. Try to do the best I can with that for give you the best rate. So sometimes it might be going to the post office. Sometimes it's going through UPS. I try to wrap things as best as I can. Of course, there's $100 insurance and everything I ship. So if anything gets busted, please just send me a picture. And I try really hard to package things up well, but you never know how they're going to handle the packages. Anyway, so, but okay. Let me see what else. Oh, so bidding increments. I think I put it in the chat, but I'll repeat it here. I usually have say $1 or more up to $10. After $10, $2 or more, and there won't be anything that's again. I don't tend to have $100 type items in my auctions. I do have $100 type items, but I don't usually put them in the auctions. And we also have eBay, and I'm also on Poshmark, and I think I don't know if I've got anything on Etsy right now. I probably will be shortly, though. But typically on the Poshmarks where I put the clothing and stuff. I have a Mercari account. I haven't started using it yet, and I have considered using the Whatnot thing. I've done the account, but I'm sitting on the fence on that one. So we'll see. We'll see. Let me see what else do I need to bring up. Hey, Cassandra. Thank you for joining. Hope things are going well in Hawaii. So, let me see here. I guess that's it. I think that's pretty much everything I usually rattle off at the beginning and the usual chit chat kind of thing. I have contacted one other person about joining me in one of my future auctions. I can't be on Tuesdays though; they have a conflict on Tuesdays, so I may be moving to a Wednesday some week, and I'll kind of give you a heads up about that. Of course, I'll put out my preview, and my preview will say when. But one of the other people who I think some of you are familiar with, she's just not available on Tuesdays. So we'll bring her in sometime soon. And if you know anybody else or anybody that's here in the chat, you were interested in joining me sometime, just drop me a line, email-wise, and we'll do it. So let me see here. Do I keep meaning to do this too. I've only got one person wrenched in here, and I do mean to do that for other people. I just don't know how to. I don't know how to do that. I gotta play with that some more sometime. I mean, it's nice to have a couple of folks out there that, in case we get some of those trolls out there, and they can catch the trolls and ban them for me. But I don't see. I can only put people in timeout. Well, let me add somebody. What if I star them? We'll see if that. Well, no, it doesn't seem to do anything. Okay. All right. Well, let's start with the first item. We'll switch cameras here and show you what we got. You saw some of the stuff in the preview, sort of. I realized in the preview I didn't really get into a lot of detail, but we'll start off with some non-jewelry stuff like I usually do, and then go on from there. And it's got to be a way to do this. Huh. Okay. All right, so this says the Classic Mike Lawyer Foundation. And what this is, and this was in the preview, it looks like it's brand new. I don't think it's ever been used. It's a stainless steel flask, 8-ounce flask. So you can see on the bottom there. Has a little funnel for filling it, still in the plastic. And interesting enough, I'm not sure why they include that, but there's a money clip. And it's still in the plastic and new. And it's all stainless. And it is made in China, typical stuff like that. But there it is. And I actually comped this particular item because I had no idea what to ask. So I'm going to start this stainless steel flask kit, I'm going to call it. We'll start this at, let's say $9. If there's any interest in that, I say it's this is the screw top lid that's hinged off, so you can, and it's got a little rubber seal in the top of the cap. And like I said, it's all in the original. They even give you instructions on how to clean it. Directions for use. So, like I say, it comes in a nice little box. So if you want to give this as a gift, try to get back in plastic here. It would be ready to go as a gift. Put the instructions back in there. And it goes like that. And like that. And here we are. Okay. And I'm not sure what the lag's like tonight. I didn't set up my phone to check, but I'm hoping it's not too bad. We'll start out with this and check that off my list. And we'll jump into one of the other items in the preview. All right, we'll pass for now. See if anybody's looking for a gift later on. Okay. Set that aside. How about a brand new book on golden retrievers? Actually, it's a comprehensive guide to buying, owning, and training the golden retriever. It's still in the plastic wrap. The original price on this thing was $14.95. Yeah, I was reading that right. Read by Willow Creek Press. And that is the book there. And let's see, what were we going to ask for that? I think we'll start this at $7 for half the price of it. Well, actually, a little less than half than what a brand new book would cost. And of course, this is going to be shipped media mail if it was shipped by itself. We've had golden retrievers, so we had 3 actually in our lifetime. I've had, and we've had Border Collie, we've had a Corgi Dachshund mix, we had a Mountain Cur Yellow Lab mix, we had a Wolfhound mix, and currently we have a Basset Corgi mix. So, but we never, this book came long after we had our Goldens, so otherwise it would have been pretty handy. But our Goldens actually were quite easy to train, and just absolutely great dogs. But we've also had many cats over the years too. We currently have 1 cat right now. At one point we had 3. No, it's because we had 3 daughters. And one was my daughter found and rescued it and decided to keep it. Another one was in our barn and we saved it. And another one was given to us. So we had 3 all at one time. Kind of crazy. Although one of the cats thought it was a dog. We'd come greet people. So, alrighty. Well, put that up there long enough. I have quite a bit to cover tonight, so I am not going to spend a lot of time on each item. So let's see something quickly. Let's see, that was this one. All right, let's see what we're going to do next. Oh, yeah, this was in the preview, sort of. These are little copper molds. They can be used for like Jello or whatever. And yes, they are lobsters, and yes, they have a little hook to hang them with. Like that one's. So, and for the set, for both, we will start those at $6 for both, if there's any interest. And this is the inside here. The inside is just a silver tone color. Outside is a copper tone color. So you can use them as a decor as much as you can use them for an actual mold. And I know that some people used to do that, used to hang molds on the walls as decor. And growing up in Maine, lobsters were a big deal. But the funny thing is, most of my lobster I got, well, relatively free, was because my mother was from New Brunswick, Canada, and we used to go up to visit family, and the lobster business is just as big up there as it is in Maine. And I actually had a cousin, cousin's husband, that was a lobster fisherman, so we would get a lot of lobster through him for free, or next to nothing. So, and lobster was, even the last time we went up, I think gosh, it seems like we got it really inexpensive. I can't recall. I wonder what it was. We went to a restaurant, got two huge lobster sandwiches and a huge plate of fries. And it came to $29 Canadian, which is about $22 American at that time. So that was a deal. Well, not everybody likes lobster, though. Interesting enough. But not a big deal. But okay. Well, we'll pass for now on the lobster molds, and let's see if we can throw up something here different. Yeah. All right. Let's see here. Get that out of the way. I think I will put this guy up. And this is a sterling. I'm going to bring the camera down so it's not so far away. And bring the light a little closer. And oops, let me flip it this way. Maybe it'll stay that way. There we go. So this is a sterling brooch. There we go. Focus. There we go. Okay, I'll move my camera. Hang on. There. That's better. Okay. We'll start this at, I just had that in front of me. There are $8 for a sterling piece. And it is marked sterling, not 925. So you can see from the style of the clasp, a little different from, that's the hinge, and there's the clasp itself. Oops, hang on, sorry. I'm not looking at my camera and trying to look at what I'm doing with my hand. But it's not the spin type. It is you push it under and pops out, kind of like that. So older, I think this is considered to be, vintage piece because of the style of clasp it is. And I should probably give you an idea of the size of it. And I shot my hand, but sometimes it's nice to have the measurement. Looks like it's about an inch and 3/4 across. But and so the pin would be not visible when you're wearing it, obviously. And it is sterling. Did try to clean it up a little bit, although it could stand another cleaning. And if there's no interest in that, we will go back to non-jewelry item. I've got not as much jewelry as I had last week, but I've got a fair amount. I think it's about 50-50 maybe. So no interest in the sterling brooch. We will jump to the next item. Pass for now on it. And I have a brand new candle. Back that up a little bit. There we go. It's called it's Deep Lilac Mouget, Nature's Own Wildflowers from Old Williamsburg Candle. Delicate aroma of early summer gardens of lilac blooms, fresh violet leaves, and greenery. Let's see if we get the got some dirt on the bottom here. I'm going to get off. The original price was like $9.99 back when this came out. It's 18 ounce. Oops, why did it do that to me? I like candle. We'll start this at $5. How's that sound? Is that interest? It is new. Wow, that's on tight. Seats, never been used. See any interest in that? Oh, now I've got a really interesting piece coming up. I had no idea what to do with this piece, but well, let's pass on the candle here. And set that aside. I have this. Is this made out of glass? It's a carrot. There's a piece of well, fishing, looks like fishing line, nylon fishing line, on the top of it here. You can see. I have no idea what to ask for this thing. Well, I mean, I should say I tried to look this up, and I could not find anything quite like it. So I'm going to start this at $7 and see if there's any interest at that price. There's no markings on it. I could find nothing written. Well, that's not true. There's something right there that says A. Let me see if I can get that on camera to show. There's too much glare. Hang on. No, that didn't work either. It says like A something, maybe AO-12 or AU. Could be AU or A. I don't know. Let me see if I can get the camera to focus on it. And then there's something written on it. I never caught that before. I guess the light of my bright lights here grabbed that out of my attention. But anyway, that's the only thing that's on it. And I have no idea what that means. But it is supposed to be an ornament, decor, I guess. No idea. An orange carrot. Oh, well, carrots are orange, right? Yeah. Big surprise. Yeah. I said I didn't realize until I saw the little light happen to hit it just right. But these things, what did they do? My tape measure. I just had that. Oh, there it is. So it's about 7.5 inches long, roughly, end to end. Yeah, I don't know. I say candle. I didn't mean candle. Oh, good grief. I was trying to type carrot and it auto-corrected me. I didn't catch that. Sorry. Thank you. Glass carrot. Just a tiny bit. $7. autocorrect caught me and I didn't pay attention. There we go. Why did I say candle? Oh, probably because I was starting to type candle before. And then, oh my. Looking for red chili peppers dish. Oh, right. I don't know. I do have lots of unusual dishes, I have to say. And one of them is a couple of them were signed pieces. But I haven't done anything with them recently. In fact, one of them is within reach, I think. But anyway, but yeah, I think they're more seafood oriented than chili pepper. But I'll look sometime and see if I got anything like that. I have quite a bit of ceramic stuff stored away. I don't either, Randy. I don't know what anybody would do with a glass carrot, but I do know I have seen the oddball glass stuff out there, and I thought I'll throw it out there and see if anybody's even remotely interested, but probably not. So that's okay. I just thought it's just weird. To me, it's weird. Maybe nobody else it is, but okay. All right, let's get that out of the way. Oh, what was that burger? That was that one. Let's see here. Okay, so let's go with another piece of jewelry. And just have their hands on those. All right, there you go. Give me a second. I want to put these. I should have had them setting. I should have been setting them up while we were yakking about the carrot. These are rather unusual earrings in the sense of the hooks. I don't see this type of hook too much. I'll show one in my hand, and then I'll try to show them a little better. So it's got these little crystals and what looks like a faux pearl at the end. But the hook itself, I don't see this style often in the stuff we have, I should say. It is this kind of hook that you bend it down, and it catches behind the piece like that. So when it's fastened, it looks like that. So I have another one that goes like that. I'm trying to unhook it now. Look, let me just put them on this board here so I don't have to hold them in my hand. But there they are. Okay. So I'll call these crystal and faux pearl earrings. What did I say we were going to do with these? $6. Kidney wire. I have to write that down. Thank you. I know there's names for a lot of this stuff. I don't know. Either I don't remember it because it was too many years ago, or why is that not focusing? Why does that keep jumping back and forth? Come on. There. Anyway, this comes from the estate. The wire itself looks to be, I can't tell if it's silver or gold. It's very thin wire, very springy. So I'm going to assume it's either stainless or silver, but one or the other. But you get a pretty good idea what they look like from that. For once, putting something against a black background doesn't do too bad. And that was this guy. Like I said, I'm going to try and get through some of the non-jewelry stuff towards the beginning of my auction, and then later on we'll get into pretty much all jewelry. So I'm going to go back and forth a little bit between jewelry and non-jewelry stuff, if that's all right. All righty. Well, no interest in these kidney wire earrings. Oh yeah, that was a good question. I wonder if they got their pearls and stuff that they got from not just me but from Amber as well. So I know you bought quite a few from Amber. when she joined me. Okay, we'll pass for now on these. Oh, let me leave them there for a second while I look up for the, get my next item. Oh, oddball thing. Yeah. Okay. All right, let's bag these up. I got rather. This was in the preview, sorta. This is from Yankee Candle. It's called Smart Scent Vent Clip for your car. This is brand new. It says it's Citrus Tango. So, just so bring that up a little bit so you can see that. Oh, well, get the glare off of it. There we go. Now you can see that's from Yankee Candle. It is brand new, so just going to call this a vent clip in the description here. We'll start this at, what did I say? Oh yeah, $3. So any interest? You literally clip it onto the vent in your car, and it circulates this scent. It says it's odor neutralizing. So, and there's the back. Show how it looks. Now it looks like you can adjust the intensity here by spinning the little wheel. So open and close it as much as you want. Let's see the date on it. Anyway, that is what it is. If there's any interest in that. Another new cute little item. It is in the preview as well. I'll have that ready to go. Plus this other item. Not really. Okay, you pass for now on that. And I'll get this. I have no idea if anybody is interested in something like this, but it's just a cute little pewter flower. It is marked, signed actually on the bottom. I don't know if I can make that too much glare. Too much glare. There. Let's see. You see, it says Basic Spirit at 2008. So, cute little pewter thing, about 2.5 inches tall, looks like. And I'm not sure. I guess it could be considered decor. Oh, it's an earring holder. Oh, cool. I did not know that. That makes sense. Okay. Well, for this earring holder, so it is jewelry related. Who knew? Where am I? Oh yeah, I was going to ask. Typo here. $3 for that. If there's any interest. Cute little earring holder. Are there holes in the leaves? It doesn't appear that way. No, wait a minute. Sort of. No. No, I don't see any holes. But you could, I suppose, hang it on the petals. Yeah. So anyway, that's the front. It's the same with both. Oh, it's got the peace sign on this side. I didn't notice that before. Oh, of course, it says right there, grow peace. So, okay. Knock that off my list. Thanks, Randy. You've always been so helpful with information. Appreciate that. Okay, hopefully the people who I shipped to last week have gotten their packages, by the way, and they arrived okay. Okay. There is one person who I did not email me last week that bought the sterling necklace, and if they show up in the chat, or I'll ask that they please email me their information. I cannot send you an invoice without that information. So, okay, we'll pass for now on the little holder, and then I'm just going to throw up some quick costume jewelry. I may have shown this before. I could not recall. So I'll just do it again anyway. And we'll do it quickly. A bunch of post earrings. Let me bring my light back around. So these are heart-shaped pair. I've got another heart-shaped red pair. And then another heart-shaped silver tone pair. So let me see if we can get those up on the screen. There we go. I'm just going to set them down, otherwise I can't type. It's the silver, the heart, the red. See, there we go. And move the camera down here a little bit. And for all three, $5 start. So I'll show them again here. There's they're tied together. They're just pinned together, so that's why it's. So there's the red, and there's the back. Looks like a painted ceramic, maybe, pair, and the back. And then the silver pair, which are pinned together right now. And their backs. So just 3 pairs of post earrings. Is any interest? I'll leave those up for a second. I'll see what I had planned to do next. Okay. And we'll pass for now on this. Okay. Put those aside. Your eyes and earrings. Tell me about it. And I don't even wear earrings, so I've got. Okay. All right. Well, we'll switch back from something else that's not jewelry for a second. Mother's Day is coming up next month, in about 4 weeks from now. How about getting a Greatest Mom mug and spoon from UNESCO? It is brand new. It's got a little to and from on the tag on the top. There's the thing on the bottom. I'll take it out of the box. You can see the original price on this was $16.99, $17. I'm just going to call this the mom mug. And we'll start this at $7. I'll take it out of the box so you can see it. There's the cardboard around the spoon. So let's get this little stirring spoon here. It says, the bonds we have are everlasting. And the mug itself is right there. Greatest Mom's got some nice writing on the front and a little heart thing on the back. It says the same thing. Greatest bonds we have for everlasting is the inside. This is brand new. I guarantee it because this came from a shop that was going out of business. So, offering it to you is a great deal. Yeah, it's a. I don't know what size it is. It might say on the box, but I'll give you the height here at least. Looks like it's about 5 inches tall. Let's see if the box says here. 14-ounce mug. You can see right there. So, and with spoon set. It's from the Children of the Inner Light. That's probably where the quoting comes from. Dishwasher and microwave safe. And then it has the usual cautions about, that it's hot when you take it out of the microwave and all that kind of stuff so you don't sue them. In the box. And of course, I will put it, if I ship it when I ship it in the box, I wrap it even in the box. And then I will wrap the box. So, they give you this little cardboard sleeve around the spoon. And I know that when it was shipped to the shop, that's the way it came, shipped in this little cardboard sleeve, which I'm about to tape up because it came undone. But it's but yeah, there you go. But mom, your mom or a mom or maybe your daughter, or your daughter-in-law. Okay. Speaking of gifts, that'll be the next item, and then we'll go back to some jewelry. Okay, we'll pass for now on the mom mug, and we'll go to a cute little gift box. So I guess it's a silk around it. There's no markings on it, but it has this really neat, like an embroidered top with, I don't think it's real stone. I think it's acrylic, but and then the gold lacing and stuff like that. That's all on there. And then the inside is very similar with a little thing like that. Yeah, I'm just gonna say blue gift box. We'll start this at $3. Is any interest? Box, not blue. Again, I'm gonna watch the spell check on this thing. Okay, and while it's up there, I will look at what I'm going to do next. I think this. Oh, I see Randy at 3. Thank you, Randy. Anybody else interested before? No, we're going to say going once. Going twice. Last call. I did comp this a while back, so you're getting a really good deal, actually. I actually did try to sell this, and it's couldn't find the right audience, I guess. Sold to Randy for $3. Yep. Thank you. Let me set that aside. Actually, let me put your name on it so I don't forget. Not that I'm notorious, but I want to make sure I don't make a mistake. Meanwhile, I'll put this piece of jewelry up, and we'll talk about it in a minute. Okay. All right, this is a smoky quartz bracelet. I'm sorry, not smoky quartz. We got the wrong thing here. This is a moss agate bracelet. Sorry. And we're going to start this at $9. And it is, stretchable. But I'll show it up close here so you can see the stones. They are real. But they're not translucent, but they're actually call it semi-translucent. But you can see why it's called a moss agate. It looks like it's infused with little green pieces of moss, but it isn't. It's just the material that's in it. And they nicely used a green core on this to put the bracelet on. I can't give you a length, but I can give you a diameter. I guess rough diameter. It's like 2¼ inch diameter. But so you can see it stretches enough to go over my big hand. And shows the dirt I have in my hand. There we go. And that's not a defect in the stone. That's actually just a discoloration that comes with moss agate. It's not chipped or anything like that. There's a couple of stones that look like that, actually. That's moss agate. Yeah, I'd have to take I don't know if I have string handy. I have a piece of string handy. I could run around it and measure the string. But yeah, usually between 6 and 7. That's true. Yeah, see if the string goes around it. Yeah, pretty close. If I measure that string. Yeah, it looks like it's about 6.5. It looks like it's about 7. Between 6 and 7. Yeah. From a piece of string I just took around it. So anyway, there's that piece. And while it's up there, I do have one other I have several a few more. Oh yeah, let me make a note of this. So also got didn't write down the name. And I will show this one other non-thing. So okay, so we'll pass for now. Let me save this other item for later. But stick with the jewelry for the moment. And I have got a ring that's marked S925. Let me get the tag off it so it doesn't get in the way of showing the ring. Give me a second. Yeah. I'm actually going to put it on my mandrel first. And this is 6 3/4. It's marked a very delicate new ring. But you notice it's a gold tone. Well, it's marked S925. So I'm guessing it's vermeil, but I don't know for sure. But it is marked S925. No, the stones do not. I tested the stones. They do not test for diamond. But it is a very pretty ring. I'll put it on my finger as well here so you can get a better look at it. And what did I want for this one? Oh, goodness. Oh, yeah. Okay. So S9. I'm going to call this the S925 ring because that's how it's marked. Ring size 6 3/4. Oops, 3/4. We'll start this at $8. No, I'll show it again now, but I'll put it on my pinky. That's but the only place it's going to fit on me. You can see the gold tone to it. Now, I will try and see if I can show it on camera. The mark. Oh yeah, I should be able to show it. There's the marking. I don't have a way of zooming. I know some people have these nice magnifying lenses. The one I have, I don't think would work on camera. But there's the marking right there. And let me show you the pattern of the stones. It looks like 4 crystals. I could be, I'm not sure what they are. I don't have a presidium to check. Presidium to test them. Very delicate ring. 6 3/4, like I said. Oh, I can show you on the mantle just to confirm. I should do that anyway. Oh, wait a minute. No, I lied. I am so sorry. I didn't realize. It's 7 3/4. 7 3/4. 7 3/4. I wrote down a note to myself and I wrote it wrong. No, I wrote it in one place as 6 3/4, and in the other place I wrote it as 7 3/4. But there it is. 7 3/4. It is very delicate, yes. I agree, Randy. Anybody looking for something like that? Okay. Yeah, see on my little paper I wrote 7 3/4, but on my clipboard I wrote 6 3/4. Oh, good grief. Good grief. All right. Well, let me leave that up there while I figure out what I'm going to do next. Yeah, we haven't done too much for necklaces. Let's throw some necklaces out there. Let's start with this guy. This one is marked. It's going to be a lapis stone, and the markings on it on the chain. I'm going to read it to you. Just a second here. Get my loop out. Make sure I get it right. Like I said, I can't trust my own notes anymore. Oh, okay, Randy. You wanted it at 8. Thank you. We'll say going once, going twice. The last call. Thank you, Randy. Okay. Excellent. Let me get my loop out to read the tag on this. So I make sure I get an accurate description here. Let me pull that aside for you. Put that right there. What's safe? And the chain is marked 1/20th-14K gold filled. Okay. And the stone is a lapis. The chain itself looks like about 16, 17 inches. And I want to show you the necklace here now. And let's bring the camera up. Okay. All right. So I said it was marked 1/20th-14K chain with lapis. And we'll start this at, where did I write that down? I just had that my note in front of me. Goodness gracious. Now, I just had that in front of me. Now I can't find it. Oh, here it is. $10 start. Ooh, I knew it wasn't too much. So, okay. So we'll bring this up close so you can see the lapis. And it's not a big capuchon that's on here. And I don't know if the piece that the lapis is mounted on is also gold filled. I'm going to say not, only because it's not marked. There's the back. There's the front stone. There's the clasp. And there's the marking right there. It says what it is. And about 16-inch in length. If it'll focus. I'm on focus. There we go. And while you're thinking about that, gold filled. What does that look all like? Kilter. My camera must be messed up again. Camera's not level. There we go. Probably explains why a few things look a little off. Still not crooked. Still crooked, but. No, that's still crooked. Okay. Mark that on my list here so I don't forget we did that one. Okay, and while you guys are looking at that one, I will pick out the next item. Okay, we'll pass for now on this. Set that aside. If anybody sees it later and says, hey, I like that. It's a beautiful, delicate little chain, delicate little necklace. As you can see, it's not, not a heavy chain by any means. I think I actually weighed it one time, just out of curiosity. Okay. Put this beautiful Japanese, cobalt blue Japanese vase. Let me back it up a little bit here so we can get a camera. Hang on, I'm just looking for my list here. So, all right. We'll start this at $10. And this thing's about 8 inches tall. It is marked or signed in the bottom. There. I know that artist is, and I've heard this artist's name mentioned before in past auctions. I've had pieces like this before. There's some dirt on there, just dirt. I didn't clean this up. I didn't have time to dust it off, but it was covered in dust when I got it. The gold gilding all seems in good shape on the top here. I didn't see any cracks, chips, anything on it anywhere. If there's any interest in that. All right, I just said that. Must have checked it off my list already. is. There it is. Okay. No interest in that. We'll pass for now. Go on to some more jewelry. I got these really interesting earrings. They're on the original manufacturer's card. They're by a company called Kindred Spirit Designs. I'm going to put it down here real quick. Actually, see if I can hang it on here. I can do that. That'll make it easier for me. Give me a second. Yeah, that'll work. And we get the light off it so you don't get the glare. See if I can get this some light focused in a way that it's not so intense. There. I'll get them up closer for a minute here and you can see them. So we're going to call these the Kindred Spirit earrings. And these are really, really interesting. I think, what did I do with that? There they are. I'm going to start these at $11. These are really, really unusual. Am I spelling that? Yeah. Okay. Bring these up close so you can get a better idea of what they look like. It really can't. I'm saying, trying to get the light on it so it doesn't glare, but there's a pattern on these. It's just incredible. So let me hold it in my hand and see if that works. There we go. And you can see it looks like a cityscape. There's the back. A gold tone on the back. So this is a bit of artistry in making, I gotta assume, making these earrings. Let's see if I can get better light on that now without it glaring. Sorry, my hands are not steady. Let me see if I can rest my arm here. Good. There, that's better. You can see the pattern in there. And you see there's a little. There. Really cool earrings. They have this sparkle to them. Unfortunately, my light is just so bright that if I turn it down maybe a little bit. See if that helps. But really kind of cool earrings. And they're made by this company, Kindred Spirit Designs. That'll focus. Original artwork by Chris Peterson, San Francisco, California. I see Marlene at 11. And get that light off there. Oh, it does just cause glare. These particular ones. Okay, well, we'll start. And we'll say going once. Going twice. Last call. Sold. For $11. Oops. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Let me put your name on those so I don't get messed up. Oh. Just one tag, one tag. Actually, I'll put them in the bag. That way I can mark the bag. And put the rest of your stuff I have in the box. I think I still have some stuff. Yes, I have some stuff in the box. Right? So cool, thank you. Alrighty. Thank you. Make that on my list here as well. Okay. I think I did show these, or showed some set of these in the preview. Let me make sure I grab. So I showed some of these last week, I think, last week. The Wade Red Rose Tea figures. Oh, that's not the one I want to show. I want to show something that's different from last week. This one. I've got two others. I've got three sets here. Again, so I'm going to add to this set in a second because I found a couple of other items that go with it. And I found these other two for some reason that I had set aside. My only guess is I set them aside because they're unique, or rather not typical. So they don't really fit the theme of this, but I wanted to include them. One's a mermaid, one's a starfish, there's a horse, there's a smaller horse, I guess that's supposed to be a wolf, turtle, and a rhinoceros. So, okay. So I'm going to call it Wade Figures set of 6. We'll start this at, let's say, $8. I think the mermaid is considered a relatively uncommon one. I think, and maybe I don't think the starfish is, and I don't know about any of the others. I would guess, but I must have set the mermaid aside for some reason, and that would have been a couple of years ago. But there's any interest in those? So these are from Red Rose Tea. For those not familiar. For those that are not aware, Red Rose Tea has been around a long time. And if you've ever gone to Canada, which we do frequently, Red Rose Tea there is different from Red Rose Tea bought in the United States. It's packaged differently. It is not, the tea bags are different, and it's a much stronger flavor. Don't ask me why. I don't know, but I do know I like it. And it's not that I don't like the American brand. I like the American brand too, but the Canadian brand is much stronger flavor, and even the decaf version is stronger. So when we go to Canada, we always buy it and bring it back. Most of the Canadian teas are a little stronger for some reason. King Cole's another brand they have up there. I forget the other one. Bring back. But I didn't know if there'd be any interest in. I know there was some interest in these in one of the previous auctions. And I thought, I found some more of them. But I did not find. Somebody was looking for another one of the crabs. I could not find another one in the batch I have, unless it's in another box or bin somewhere. But I thought I'd throw these. Oh, actually 7. Sorry, I said 6. It's actually 7. I can't count. 1, 2, 3. You know why I didn't? I'm looking at my screen. I didn't see this little guy behind the other one. So there's 7. So there's the mermaid up close. And the little guy, starfish. Some of these I know, and some of these are marked on the bottom, some of them are not. None of these seem to be marked. Turtle and okay. Alrighty. Pass for now on these. And oh yeah, let's do these guys. I think these are really cool too. Alright, let me bag those up. And the next set of earrings that are made by an artist out of Santa Barbara. It's, well, I don't know if it's out of Santa Barbara, but it's the card that came on. It says Santa Barbara Sea Glass. So I'm going to call these the Sea Glass earrings. And these are also going to go for 11. They're very unique. I cannot tell you for sure. Again, the light's being too strong here. If that's a silver wrap around them or not. I did not see any markings indicating that what they were. Let me take off the card and put it in my hand again. It seems to work better in my hand. But it's a nice piece of polish, a nice piece of sea glass. We collect sea glass when we go to the beach all the time in Canada. You can see it's wrapped there. And there. That shows it nicely. Shepherd's hook style earring. I mean, it gives the appearance of silver wire wrapped. Well, again, because it's silver wire, it's not going to be labeled. I didn't see any markings on the earring, the shepherd's hook itself. I'm looking now as we show it here, but I don't see anything. But rather interesting looking earrings made out of sea glass. Yeah, we collect, and there are certain colors of sea glass that are considered valuable, and I believe it was the purple and the red. I could be wrong on both of those, but we collect it when we were up in Canada on the beach, and there's a jeweler up there that actually makes jewelry out of it. So my granddaughter actually paid while we were up there, because a couple of years ago, to have some. I think she had earrings made from sea glass that she found with the jeweler, and he was very reasonable, actually. So, but yeah, it's pretty common up there. I actually have a ton of sea glass. I think it's downstairs. But so anybody out there that likes to make their own jewelry from sea glass, we certainly have some available. But, okay. Obviously, this is Santa Barbara. If you're not familiar, that's in California, of course. I've been through Santa Barbara many years ago. I was up in San Jose and San Francisco area, and managed to take some time to visit. I was out there on business for IBM, and managed to take some time while I was out there to look around. So, but that was the nice part about traveling. Okay, alrighty. And we'll pass for now on these. And there it is. I'm going to show a purse. I have a lot of purses, but I just thought this one would be worthwhile. I was surprised when I looked this one up. This one, I think, is nearly, I want to say, I'm not going to say new. I'm going to say nearly new. At least it seems to be in unused condition. And I'm going to bring the camera up so you can see it better. some better light on it. Oops. Let's try that again. There. So this is called, the label in there is called Charlie Bags purse. And I'm going to start this at 15. And I'll show you, it's all Italian leather. I'll show you the label right there. If I can get to it in focus. Again, here we get the glare problem again. Yeah, pull that away. No, that's still not going to work. There. Charlie Bags. Genuine leather. Oops. Made in Italy, it says. There's a zipper pouch there. There's still tissue in it, but I don't know if that's because they just put tissue back in it. But there's still tissue in it. It seems really clean inside and out. It's got a snap latch on the front. You could use a quick, clean possibly. It looks like, from what I would say, that you can take the strap off of it. You pull this off, and it will come up through this piece here. And it's got an adjustable strap, of course. Somewhat. Only 2 notches in it, but and like I say, both sides have that little bead, and looking at the leather, and you can see the leather, the way it's shaped. It looks like you could pull this off and go with just this as like a clutch instead of a purse. And this is the back of it. Like I say, could use a little cleaning. I think it was just tossed around a lot, but I don't think it was ever. If it was ever used, I don't know why they put the tissue back in it. But 15. I see Randy at 15. Yeah, I did look these up. They can be, I guess, some of the variations of this purse can be quite expensive, but it is definitely leather. I mean, it's a nice leather. So, but because I don't know much more about it than what I saw today, when I looked at it more closely, I try to give it a fair price. So we'll say going once, going twice. Last call. Sold to Randy for $15. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Let me put your name on it. Not on it. On a tag connected to it. Wouldn't want me writing on that, would you? Thank you. And we'll put that tag on there so we don't forget. Put that in the box of stuff. Okay. Let's see what's next here. Yes. I have a nice piece of malachite. Beautiful, simple, and attractive. It's displays properly on the board here. Oh, let me get the length on it before I forget on the necklace. Looks like 16-inch necklace. Now, the pendant itself is sterling, marked sterling. Let me bring it down here and up. There we go. And bring some light onto it. So that is a malachite stone. Oh, is that right? Oh, okay. I guess it makes sense. Keeps it from getting flattened out, right? So like I said, I can't say, that's why I didn't say it was new, because I don't, it looks like it was, it doesn't look like it was beat up or anything because it's in really good condition, but because they put paper in it, made me think, I wonder why they did that. Okay, where was I going? Okay, malachite. sterling pendant. And I'll show you that in a minute. Oops. Can't spell malachite apparently, or at least it doesn't think I can. Oh, forgot the C. Malachite sterling pendant, and it's on the chain, and it's a silver tone chain. Okay, I just didn't have another silver chain to grab to put on it, so oh, I didn't put the value. Shoot, doggone it. No, I gotta go back and find that on my list. Oh. Where is it? Oh, come on. Oh, there it is. $8 start. Now let me show you. Let me take it off of here and show you the markings so you can sort of see. There's the back of it, and on the very bottom, if I can see if I can hold my hand steady enough here for you to get it. On the very bottom of it, right below the bottom of the green, it says sterling. Okay, I did try to clean it up a little bit, but that's the pendant. The chain, like I said, is a nice chain. It's got this little silver tone. It is not marked. Lobster claw. But the chain itself is kind of interesting. It's got a little pattern to it. You can see that. 16-inch. Very delicate. Not a heavy chain and not a heavy pendant. So very delicate and a nice, really nice green piece of green malachite. Okay. There's that piece right there. Okay. I'll leave that up there while I get the tag off the next one. So my inventory tags get to be in the way sometimes when I'm trying to show something, so when possible, try to get it off of there. All right, come on. Oh my goodness. Not cooperating. Okay. There we go. All right. Well, we'll pass for now on that. Then we'll jump to another necklace. This one's marked sterling 925, or I should say Italy. And I'll show you got the focus. Oh, this is the background. Let me see if we can get it out of the background. It's marked there, right there, right next to my thumb. And this is similar. This is like a flat or like a ribbon sterling. Let me see if you can see the pattern. There we go. So you can see the pattern. It is really not a long one. It is 14-inch. So let me bring that up closer. And up a little. There we go. So 14-inch, 925 Italy. necklace. Oops. Type on my part again. Necklace. We'll start this one at $9. And see if there's any interest in that. Okay, it's about 14-inch. It has that type of clasp on it. It is marked right there. I did give it a quick clean today, so it should be nice and shiny. Yeah, the one I had last week was much longer, and that one, the person that bought that one hasn't contacted me yet. So if I don't hear from them soon, I may end up putting that back up in the next couple of weeks. But yeah, this is because it's at 14-inch. It's more or less like I wouldn't call it a choker, but it's certainly let me double check that length, but I'm pretty sure that's what it is. Let me see here. 15. And I do it in the half thing and then double it. So it's 15-inch. I'll show you. Well, I laid it out. Bump my camera. That's not good for it. And so double check. Yeah, 15, maybe 15 and a quarter. So what I did before is I just, had it in half and then I just measured the half length and then doubled it. But you lose a little bit that way, so. Okay. Alrighty. Well, I do have a matching, well, yeah, I guess you could sort of say matching bracelet that is I had to put a new clasp on this one. This bracelet, 7-inch. And as you can see, it's very similar. But I put a new clasp, which is silver, on it. This one is not marked. Well, it is marked. It's marked Korea. But it does pass the magnet test, I believe. And for that, we were going to ask. Okay, let me pass for now on the first one. And this is a 7-inch bracelet. And we're going to start this at 7. Almost typed that wrong. Did type it wrong. Not 47, 7. It's amazing how they get this to work, and it's so flexible at the same time. Looks like when I fastened it, I left it a little twisty. Okay. Okay. Well, let's see here. Oh, I know what I want to do. Okay, so we're going to pass for now on that. I have this really interesting ring, I guess is the way to put it. It is, they call it a feather ring. And the tag's still on there. Hang on. It measures 6. This one does measure 6 3/4. That's where I got the 6 3/4 from. It's called a feather ring. Now, let me get the mandrel out so you can see it on the mandrel. I don't know if it might fit on my pinky. Yeah, sort of. I did try to clean it up a little bit today. It's not marked in any way, shape, or form. I drop it onto the mandrel, and you can sort of see where it falls. Sort of between the 6 and the 7, but that's why I'm calling it 6 3/4. And we'll start this at, what did they say, $7. Is any interest in this? Is I said the inside is. I don't think it's silver. It doesn't. It's not magnetic, but it may be like a. I don't know what. I don't think. And I don't think it doesn't feel heavy enough to be a pewter. I mean, it could be silver, but I don't. It cleaned up nicely, but there were no markings inside that I could find. Unless something pops up on the camera right now that I didn't see when I was looking with the loupe. But rather unusual. I don't know if there'd be any interest in something that kind of unusual. Okay, well, let's keep pondering that. Set up the next one. Hope everybody's doing well tonight. For those that came in later, yes, we had the full eclipse here in Vermont. Yes, there was thousands and thousands and thousands of people visiting. And the traffic was kind of crazy in places, I guess. I avoided it. But okay. And we'll pass for now on that. And we're going to another necklace. Close and bring it up. And this is sterling chain and a sterling, or 925 chain and 925 pendant. Let's see, what was a $10 start on this one. Now, what you see is a dancing couple on this very delicate chain. The chain, I think, is, I'm going to guess this is 16, maybe 18. 16, maybe 17, almost 18. So I would say it's probably 18. The chain is an unusual pattern. that I have. It's got this. There's the marking for the 925 right there. I think you can sort of see it. I'm trying to get the focus. Oops, I had the wrong side of it. I had the right side of it. It's moved on me. There's the clasp and there's the marking. There's the pendant close. And that is marked on the back. Kind of hard to see, but it is there. And I don't know if anybody interested in that, but it's change for $10. Excuse me, I'll get a sip of water. Okay, well, that's up there for your perusal. Let me see what we have left here. Oh, yes. Another necklace. Chain length was, I think, let me double check on that. Let me undo it because I seem to be messing it up when I try to measure the half length. So let me do it properly and give you the whole chain length. 17. I see Randy at 10, so we'll say going once, going twice. Last call. Sold to Randy for $10. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Okay, put that in the bag. So, write your name on it. Meanwhile, I'll put up the next item. This is rutilated, can't talk. Rutilated quartz on a silver tone chain. This is not silver, none of it's silver. There. And what was I getting for the rutilated? Wasn't much. $6. For the cross and the rotate. I'll show it up close here in a bit. And this length of this guy, this is a long one. This is a really long one. I'm going to guess 20 or more, plus the extension. So 24-inch chain. And there's the lobster claw, and so it's a 24-inch chain with quite an extension on it. There's the pattern of the chain, so you can see. And there's the cross with a rutilated quartz in the center. It's a little weave. There's the back. Again, no markings on this whatsoever. on either the chain or the cross. Is it magnetic? The chain definitely is. Is the cross? Yes. So they're both magnetic, just so you're aware. But that is for $6. What they call rutilated quartz. And getting down to the end here. Oh, I showed that. Another ring. Oh, that's what I almost forgot. Okay. I'm going to pass on that. That's okay. I've got another sterling ring. Double check on the size here before I put it down. This one's also going to be 6 3/4. I did test the stone. It is not a diamond, but it is marked 925. I'm going to call this a 925 ring with large stone. Just to have some kind of label so that if somebody asks later on, I say, hey, I'm interested in that. And we'll start this at $8. If there's any interest in 6 3/4, let me take it off of that and show it on my finger, just so you get a better feel for it. Again, not a heavy ring. I have very large fingers, and extremely swollen knuckles, so there's no way it ring's going to go any further on my finger than that. It's got the one big stone surrounded by several smaller ones. It does have some sparkle to it, so I'm guessing it's maybe a crystal or maybe a cubic zirconia, possibly. I have no idea. It is marked. Let me see if I can get the marking up here. Can I steady my hand up? It's marked right. No, that's not going to focus. Well, you can barely make it out there. That's marked 925. I did give it a quick wipe down today, but really could stand another cleaning around the stone, maybe a little bit more. But it does catch the light, as you can see. If there's no interest, we'll go on to something else. I have got at least one or two more items here. Oh yeah. So, we'll pass for now on that ring. I have got, I guess you'd call it more of a novelty? I don't know. I've got these 3 nice pieces here. And guess what? They're magnetic. There they are. Boom, boom. Snap them together. So some people call this magnetite, but it's really, I believe it is hematite. And for all three, we'll start that at $7. They're beautifully polished, as you can see. And from the size of my thumb, I would guess they're, the longest one is, it's grabbing my strip, about 3/4 of an inch. Oh yeah, they're magnetic. They pull to themselves or anything else that's magnetic. Cool, huh? So yeah, you could use it. I suppose you could make a interesting necklace out of it, as long as you don't put it on a necklace, a chain that's magnetic. You definitely have to go with sterling or something non-magnetic, like aluminum or brass. But I don't know, we came across these and we thought, oh, I'll throw them out there, see if anybody's interested in something that interesting. Okay, and we'll pass on that then. And I got two non-jewelry items that I was kind of saving, well, three actually, saving for the end. So let's get that out of the way. Get that out of the way. Okay. One thing is, but guess what season started this week, or this past week's baseball? Any Texas Rangers fans out there? We got this little guy. He is the Twins Enterprise, a bobbing head collectible bobbing head doll. It's the Texas Rangers. So and we will start him at $10. Altogether, I'm going to say in the box is about 9 inches tall, so I'm going to guess he's probably closer to 8. Looks like 8 inches. In the box, collectible bobblehead doll. These came out quite a few years ago. There was a bobblehead doll. There's the original sticker on there. Made in China, of course. Twins Enterprise, Boston, Mass. I actually have 4 of these, but not of the Rangers. I thought to throw the Rangers one up tonight. If anybody said, oh, hey, do you have such and such? I might. I think I have one of the Florida teams, and I'm not sure which one off the top of my head, but they're all within I could easily grab them in a minute or two if anybody was seriously considering something like that. But, there's they are. It is, rather, I should say. And then, so nobody jumping on that right on top. So I'm gonna dwell on it too long. But anybody interested or comes in and see this later, send me an email. Okay, that was that bobblehead. The other thing I had, this is out of season, but I thought I'd put them up there anyway. For Valentine's Day is these really unusual Valentine's Day card, brand new in the package. Let me get the glare off of there. And it says, please enjoy this bouquet of puppies. And I think, let's see, there's 1, 2, 3, looks like 4 in there, maybe 5. 1, 2, 3. I can see 4 for sure. Yeah, I'm gonna say 4. 4 of those. And oh gosh, what did she put down for that? $4. Start. on those. If any interest at all, basically $1 a piece, and they're still in the original package. And it says right on top here, Valentine's Day funny. I see Marlene at 4. They're cute. I know it's very cute. they're kind of a 3D. Let me see if I can show that better on the. So you can see they kind of they're each dog is on the front of the card, but they're mounted like with a spacer in between them. Of course, it includes the envelopes. All right, we'll say going once, going twice. Last call. So, we're in for $4. Thank you, thank you, thank you. All right. I don't want to write on that package. No. Oh, no, it's yours. Okay, we'll put that in your box of stuff. And then I get the last item, which is the biggest item here, and it's been sitting in the back room the whole time we've been talking. Well, I've been talking, I should say. You're not talking, I'm talking. And this is this homegrown Grow a Garden in Your Kitchen kit. It's complete. I did open it up and check to make sure it's complete. It says start a garden using fruits, vegetables, and herbs that are already in your kitchen. It says it's for ages 8 plus. It is a pretty good sized box. Let's see what it says on the back here. So it says the contents: a tall plastic cylinder cup, wide plastic cylinder cup, 3 porcelain pots and porcelain drip tray, cylinder stand, 5 plastic cylinders, plant mister, garden trowel, dibbler planting tool, scissors, 48 plant sticks, 24 plant labels, 50 plant guide sheets, and the gardener's guide. And so, okay. Hi, Francine. So, I'm going to call this the growing kit. We'll start this at $10. Now, I did comp this. I've seen these going for 3 to 4 times that amount, so I am offering a pretty good deal here. I think. I hope. Trying to pass on my savings to everybody else. So, Francine at 10. If anybody else was interested, it'd be 12. We'll start counting down here because I try to wrap up my thing before 10 o'clock, so I ran a little over last week. But we'll say going twice. Last call. Sold to Francine for $10. Okay, let me write your name down so I don't forget. Where is it on my list? Oh, right. Sold. And the homegrown kit. Oh, goodness. It's got to be here. All right. Okay. Well, switch cameras here. Okay. Well, thank you everybody for participating tonight. I really appreciate it. And I hope everybody has a pleasant evening. I'm going off to enjoying some additional auctions. I know there's more going on. It's starting at 10 o'clock in about 3 or 4 minutes. So I encourage you to go ahead to check those out. And if there is somebody here who's interested in invoice right away, okay, we'll do, Randy. I'm going to make note right now. Invoice. And Marlene, I've got a box of stuff for you. Let me know when you want me to ship. Just email me or let me know. Let me see. No, who's the other Francine, I've got some stuff I'm holding for you too, Francine. So if you want me to ship this kit plus the other items, I can do that. Yeah, so go ahead. Yeah, go ahead, Francine. Watch and just email me anything you're interested in. That's not a problem. I'll just sit on. I'll sit on your stuff for a day or so, and then we'll go. I want to mention now that Francine's here, if there's anybody interested in joining me in the future at this time slot from 8 to 10 on Tuesdays or any other time for that matter, I'm pretty flexible when it comes to time. So I will be trying to set up with another person for, I'm thinking it'll be a Wednesday or a Thursday night. I think that's when they are available. They were not available for Tuesdays and Fridays and Saturdays. So, and I don't like to do Mondays. So I kind of like to watch JJ. I think so. If there's anybody, just email me, and I'm more than happy to join. And if you've never done it before, don't worry. It's not a big deal. I mean, I'm getting okay at it now, and I'll help you as much as I can. So, anyway, hope everybody had a pleasant day and have a pleasant evening, and we'll see you at least next week. Yes, I am holding 2 tins for you, Francine. That's correct. So, yeah, I have those right behind me, actually. And so I will wait a day before I invoice you for tonight and last week, in case there's something else you see in the video. And then, so you'll probably say Tuesday, so I'll invoice on Thursday. Okay? If that sounds good. If not, email me quickly and say, wait another day or two. Not a problem. So, okay. Again, thank you, everyone, and have a blessed evening.